1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
How you doing? All right?
I'm good. I haven't seen you for a whole year.
Yes, true. Did you hear the other day about an aeroplane? I forget where it was taking off from. I think somewhere in America, but it took off it was yesterday, 2025, and it landed back in 2024. So that was quite clever, wasn't it? Obviously somewhere in the Pacific, I imagine, an island or somewhere. But yeah, so that was going back in time, Back to the Future or something like that.
Oh, there you go. Time travel.
Time travel. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, did you have a good, nice holiday?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Pretty standard for, how Christmas goes. Quite like Christmas because I always have done, like most of us, I suppose. But one of the good things to me is that from Christmas Eve until yesterday, I suppose, the 1st of January, you don't really know what day it is. They don't feel like the ordinary typical Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, do they? So it's quite good, really, because we live a life of regulation, both from government and things we have to do or whatever, but our own regulations, we set ourselves doing things in a normal sort of way, habits, don't we? The time we get up, time we eat, and so on. So it's quite good over Christmas to lose all of that and just to be sort of set free from that sense of restriction, in a sense. So yeah, I like that. I like the fact that you wake up and you don't know what day it is. So that is quite good.
Well, I suppose,
what about you? Did you have a good one?
Yeah, I had a good one. Working.
Working, really? Yeah.
I worked all through, because it's one of them times when you don't feel the pressure of, most normal days or normal week. Everything's so relaxed. Everyone's so relaxed. So, I had a relaxing time working. Nothing much to report about. Just normal for me.
Do you find that, you say working, but do you find your work is your play, really? I mean, presumably you do various things, I know, but your music side must be a positive, and they always say that if you do what you love as a living, then you never really have to go to work. I mean, would you describe your life like that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the other side, the religious side of things as well, that as well, I don't count it as work. It's not supposed to be work anyway. Well, it's supposed to be voluntary work, so I don't count it because I enjoy it. So I can say that I really enjoy the music side of things and my religious side of things. I just, and it just reminds me of something that Haaland, I can't remember his first name now, but he's a Manchester City player.
Haaland.
Haaland, the goal scorer.
Erling Haaland, yeah.
Yeah,
Erling.
Erling Haaland, yeah. And it just reminded me of something that he said, because it was during an interview. So he's been interviewed, and this interviewer asked him, she said, well, how's your love life? And he said, it's non-existence, really. And she said, is it because of football? You're that dedicated to football? And he said, yeah. He said he used to have a girlfriend that he really loved, and until this girl asked him to choose between football and her. And he said,
you do.
And he said, I still miss her though. Meaning
Yeah, it just seems a very personal question of the interviewer.
It is.
How's your love life? Hardly relevant to the football. I don't know whether it was that interview. I don't think it was, because I heard him being interviewed, I think at the weekend, was it, when they'd won a game. Man City did win at the weekend. and he was interviewed. I was actually in the car coming home from a game, and I thought, who's this guy speaking? Because I didn't hear the beginning. And it turned out it was Haaland being interviewed. And I have to say, it was a...
The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything customers. And fund the aim of everything customers.
Man City
All right.
did win at the weekend, and he was interviewed. I was actually in the car coming home from a game, and I thought, who's this guy speaking? Because I didn't hear the beginning. And it turned out it was Haaland being interviewed. And I have to say, it was an excellent interview. He's a very eloquent bloke, clearly very intelligent as well. And I'm not sure I'd heard him interviewed before, but funnily enough, in the same radio program coming home, one of the guys presenting the program said, "Oh, wasn't that an incredible interview with Erling Haaland?" Because he just said so many things that perhaps most footballers don't tend to say. But I didn't hear him talking about his love life, so it probably wasn't that interview.
Yeah, it's probably an older one, because I remember seeing it, like, I think it was November or something that I saw it. But anyway, so here's the question, bro. If you had two girlfriends, right? So one of them ask you to, say, for instance, one of them you really love and the other really loves you, which one would you go for?
I hope they've not both been speaking to you about this, have they? I'll have a go at them if they have. Well, that's a tough question. Tell me again. It's someone who really loves me, and the other one I really love.
Yeah. So which one would you go for? Would you go for who loves you over who you love? You know. No,
I'd go for polygamy. I'd have both of them. I think I deserve that. So that's probably it's probably a very difficult question to answer, isn't it? I'll fire it back at you in a minute, but I guess, I mean, logically, you would choose the person, you choose the woman who you really loved. But I don't know whether the implication is she doesn't love you. Or the only one who loves you is the one you don't love. I mean, it's the old thing about unrequited love, isn't it? So it's a very difficult question, but it could go either way. You could actually say, well, if the person I love doesn't love me, then that's never going to go anywhere. It's going to be a one-way street, isn't it? So you'd probably choose the other one and hope maybe something would grow. But what would your solution be?
I don't know, really, because just to be safe, I am not quite in that situation yet, but it is, but it is starting to look that way. But all right, so let me personalize it a little bit without divulging too much, because this is the internet. They might both be watching. I don't know, but right, so let's say, for instance, you have somebody that would do anything for you. She'd say, well, right, if you ever need a kidney, I would give one of my kidneys for you, and stuff like that. You know, they're really crazy about you. But then you have this one that you would be out. You'd have to be the one that would probably have to give your kidney for her, if it does come to it. But that's the one that you really like or attracted to. And I thought about it, and I thought, well, it'll have to boil down to what do you really want in life, won't it? I mean, do you want peace of mind? Because one of them obviously is going to give you peace of mind, because you'll be in control, won't you? I don't know. Have I? Would you be in control? Right. So there's a question mark hanging over that. So let me just say, you think you'd be in control, wouldn't you? Because then
make the show go with a bang, and fund the aim of everything cast us, and fund the aim of everything cast us.